Hey guys, Zach Thrills here with Blackbird FPV and ZTW, and the reason I'm doing this video for you guys is because, like myself, I run ZTW ESCs and motors, and ZTW has reliable ESCs. They come with one shot, for the BLHeli firmware. Now, they have the 30 amp HV Pros. They make a 20 amp HV Pro, and they make a 20 amp. Now, a lot of you guys know One Shot has been great for a long time, and in fact, I remember making a video how to install One Shot back. It seems like yesterday, but it wasn't that long ago. And now guys are starting to use what's called Multishot. Multishot is a firmware that was wrote by Kalen Dorr, also known as RS2K, which also wrote One Shot, for really the use with his firmware, which helped with the F3 and the F4 flight controllers, which we know is race flight. Race flight's a great firmware, just like beta flight, clean flight. But personally, for me, I think that race flight is more of a racer's firmware. He focuses on making it as fast as possible and handle as nice as possible. And when you use the race flight in conjunction with Multishot on your ESCs, you're going to find out that you're going to have a great handling copter. So ZTW products, as you guys know, they've been around for a while. They make some really good products. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys exactly how you want to do it. Now, as you can see here, this is a QAVR from GetFPV, and I'm running an SPF3 Mini flight controller, which has the built-in transponder system for the ILAP counters, which I think is a great idea. I did rewrap. As you guys can see, I like to solder everything direct. All my connections are all soldered, so instead of having the clear wrap with a sticker on it, I have black wrap. But you can see it is a 30 amp. And what you need to do is, obviously, once you have everything connected up and you can apply power to your PDB board, what you need to do is, first, if this is a brand new flight controller, and say you're using beta flight, or you're using clean flight, or you're using race flight, I highly recommend, and they tell you in the manual, to go ahead and update your flight controller. I put beta flight 2.5, 0.1, or it's 2.6.1, whatever the newest one is. As of today, that's the one that's on there. They come out with so many of them, it's hard to remember offhand. So, basically, I haven't done anything to this. All I'm going to do is go ahead and show you after I've updated my flight controller. You want to download BLHeliSuite. Once you download BLHeliSuite, then you can go ahead, take your copter, turn on your computer, and I'm going to actually take this so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So, what you want to do is go ahead, go online, you want to go to Google, and you want to go ahead and type in multi, M-U-L-T-I, shot, S-H-O-T, one word, space, get, G-I-T, hub, H-U-B, okay? And when you type that in, you're going to see a couple things come up. You're going to see the first, I think it's the third or fourth, it's the fourth one. It says home, space, RS2K, space, or / race flight, wiki, GitHub. Go ahead and click on that. And what you're going to see is it's going to pop open to the race flight page. When it opens up to the race flight page, this is what you want to do. You want to go down, scroll down a little bit. Not only do you want to, if you want to install race flight, it's there, but you'll scroll down and it'll show under downloads, it'll show Multishot for BLHeli. Okay? And so you guys can see, try to make it a little easier for you guys. This is the page that I'm talking about. And all it is the wiki page for raceflight. Okay? So when you go right here to downloads, you'll see Multishot. Click on Multishot. Once Multishot opens up, you're going to see some files. And in those files, you get it going here, you're going to see a main folder for BLHeli 1444, CZ 1444, all these different ones, because you can even download the ones with the Imperial March, if that's what you like. Now, 14404 is the main one, so that's what you need to download. I personally open it up, and you will see all the hex files for the Multishot in there for every ESC. What you need to do is you need to go ahead, scroll all the way down to the bottom, because obviously ZTW is all the way at the bottom, and you'll see at the very bottom, and I know this is hard for you guys to see, but I'll just tell you, it says ZTW 30 amp HV multi-rev 14.4 hex file. Above it, it says ZTW Spider Pro 20 amp premium. And above that, it's ZTW Spider Pro 20 amp. So, go ahead, click on those files, let them download for whichever ESC you're going to use, and you want to put them onto your desktop. Once you put them on your desktop, and what I did is I made a little folder called ZTW Multishot, and I installed them right there, as you can see. Okay, so once you have that, now, once you've got that done, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and also make sure that you have the newest firmware, or the newest program, of BLHeliSuite. And if you know how to get that, or if you need to know how to get that, best way to get that is to go right online, go to Google, type in BLHeliSuite. It's going to pull it up. You can download it, install it on your computer, extract it, put it on your desktop. Then you're going to get your copter, get your cable that you're going to connect it to, plug it into the side of your computer. And this is after you've updated your actual flight controller, because obviously this flight controller has to have the newest firmware in order to do the one-wire pass-through. So, what you need to do, make sure you got a battery, make sure, obviously take off your props. For the 2 minutes of time it takes to take them off, it's worth it than cutting your hands in, So, what you need to do, and I'll try to make this work here for you guys so that you can see it, is you need to go ahead, there's my files, my hex files, which is what you flash onto your ESC. I created a shortcut, which you can see this shortcut right here. This is my shortcut, okay, for BLHeliSuite. You need to double click it and open it. That's what you're going to see. Go ahead, plug your copter into the flight controller. your computer should auto-detect it. Okay? If it doesn't, that's okay. So go ahead, plug it in. It's going to start up. And what you can do, let me get it right here, so that way you guys can see it, is down at the bottom, it's going to show you a COM port. What you need to do is you need to select the COM port that's associated with your flight controller. Make sure you got the baud rate correct. Okay? What you need to do, excuse me, hold on, let me reset mine just so that way you guys can see, is you need to go ahead and hit connect. Okay? It's going to give you that error. But sometimes, let's see. Hold on, let me restart mine because I'm a dingbat. Alright, so, okay, well, normally it lets me at least connect to them. But go ahead, power up your ESCs with your battery, whether you're using a 3-cell or 4-cell. And you're going to go ahead, hear it plugged up. Now, you heard the Imperial March. Obviously, that's because I already flashed one, okay? Just before I was going to show you guys, just to make sure they run. Now, go ahead, find the COM port, like I said, after you've powered it on. Connect to it, okay? Let's see. Why is it not connecting? Let me close out. I think it's because I didn't close out right. Okay, so let's run this BLHeliSuite all over again. Sorry. Okay, so once you find the right COM port, go ahead and connect it. Alright, once you find the right COM port, go ahead and connect it. Now, if it comes up with this error, what I did wrong, or what you did wrong, is you need to go in and select E, Scilab's BLHeli bootloader clean flight. Now, once I've selected that, you can go ahead and make sure you got your right COM port, your right baud rate, and click connect. And it should, I don't know why it's doing this. Hold on, it's probably because I had it still open last time. Let me go ahead and rerun it. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and plug in my flight controller. There it goes. Okay. Make sure I got it under the right one. There it is. Yep. Okay, there it showed up. Alright, and go ahead and connect it. Now, when it connects, you're going to see multiple ESCs found. But what you need to do is you need to go ahead and click check. And it's going to show you all your ESCs. And right now, this is Spider Pro 30 amp. Okay? That's what I have. So, like I said, I did flash one already. So, what you would do is you would go ahead and you can have them all highlighted. Or, what I like to do is I like to do them one at a time. So, I'll go ahead and, since I did one already, I'll hit 2. And I like to go read setup. Okay? It says ESC2 setup read successfully. Click OK. Now, what you want to do is go flash other, not BLHeli, flash other, okay? And you want to find that file that you saved. Like I said, mine's on my I put mine on my desktop in a file, and there's my file, ZTW Spider Pro 30 amp. Go ahead, select it, hit open. It's going to ask you, Are you sure that you want to do this? Yes. It's going to go ahead and flash it. Now, the way I'm doing it, I like to do each one at a time. So right here, see it shows ESC, keep caution while testing the ESC to make sure you have all your props, etc. moved off. Hit OK. Do you want to write your current settings to ESC2? I choose no because I don't want to change anything that Kalen might have had when he made that file. So I hit no because I can always change my motor direction later. So there you go. Now it just flashed it, and it's going to go back and check all of them and show you that it flashed it. Okay? And then you want to move on to your next one. So I've already done 1 and 2. We'll go ahead and do 3. Read setup. Read correctly. Okay. Flash other. There's my multi-shot file. Select that. Yes, I want to flash it. And let it flash. Now, once you've done all 4, and you've made sure they're correct, you'll see what I mean. There's my third one. Okay. Do I want to write settings? No. Okay, so go takes it to stock. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and unclick 1, 2, and 3 to leave 4, the only one showing. Hit read setup. Hit OK because it read successfully. And go flash other. Select your multi-shot 30 amp or your 20 amp HV Pro or the premium. Hit open. Go ahead and hit yes again. Let it flash number 4. Okay, select OK. Do I want to write current settings? No, because remember, you can always change it if you want medium, high timing or whatnot. Okay, hit OK because it shows all of them are in check. It'll show you master, slave, 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 and hit OK. What I like to do is I like to go ahead and check it one more time. Checked, and there you go. That's how you install multi-shot onto ZTW ESCs, whether it's a 20 amp or the 30 amp. Now, once you're done, you can, like I said, you can always come back on here. You can always change it to, enable PWM, or take it damp light off, or change your motor direction, or if you want to put your motor timing to medium high, you can do that, or you can change your beacon delay. But what I like to do is I like to go ahead and hit check one more time, make sure everything's good, and I'll check the rotation in the GUI configuration to make sure my motors are correct, and then I can come back to BLHeliSuite and I can change the direction of any motor that I need. Go ahead and hit disconnect. You'll hear that it flashed all of them perfectly. It'll reboot the flight controller. And as you can see, that's the Imperial March, indicating that multi-shot has been installed on my ZTW 30 amp ESCs, and I've done it with my 20 amps, and you're good to go. That's how you install multi-shot onto ZTW ESCs. Guys, if you have any questions, please ask me. Zach Thrills. You can find me on Facebook under Blackbird FPV. Like my page, look at my videos. Got any questions, message me, guys. I'll be glad to help anybody I can. Thank you and have a wonderful day.